alumnus who has rendered outstanding and continuing service in a focused ministry. Specialized ministry includes missionaries, chaplains, campus ministries, or directing unique ministries. I now invite Trustee Chad Klein to come forward to introduce the Distinguished Ministry Award for Specialized Ministry.
Thank you, Katie. It was in the fall of 1979, a few hundred feet from here, that I first met David Owen. Just after he arrived on this campus to begin his freshman year. I was a junior, older, wiser, knew everything. But one thing I didn't learn, and I did quickly learn, was of David's caring personality. And who he is as a person is what I celebrate today. And I'm so honored to be introducing him as this year's recipient of the Distinguished Minister Award for Specialized Ministry. David's ministry has been significant in the lives of many people, especially the people of the African continent. His commitment to all peoples of the world began early in his life through the influence of his parents, Dan and Sandy Owen, themselves honored with this award in 2006, and former missionaries to the Congo and Swaziland. Soon after David finished seminary, he began work in Lesotho. If you don't know where Lesotho is, a small nation completely surrounded by South Africa. A work in Lesotho that would span 20 years of service. In 2004, he then moved to Nairobi and served for us with the World Council of Churches. And then in 2007, returned to the States and continues to work in the Division of Overseas Ministries and Global Ministries as an interpreter of our mission and a development associate. My parents, Harold and Ruby Klein, were so thrilled to have opportunities to be with David and Roxy in Lesotho a couple of times, and they came to know firsthand the work they were doing there and the way they served. And certainly I, as co-chair of Global Ministries, knew how highly your work was regarded by the board and by our churches. Yesterday, I had the opportunity to visit by phone with a friend of mine, David Vargas, a fellow Brite trustee and president of DOM and co-executive of Global Ministry, and this is his reflection on David. Quote, "Throughout his ministry, and in a very humble and selfless way, David Owen has embodied the essence of what critical presence really means, even before critical presence was affirmed as Global Ministry's mission priority. That is, to timely and appropriately meet God's people and creation at the point of deepest need." David, we are so proud of your work that has blessed so many. And we are delighted to present you with this award. Reverend David Bailey.
Thank you very, very much. It's really touching. And one of the things when Newell, we started talking about Kenneth Teagarden, I remember when I was my last year at Brite, and it was probably November or something, saw him in the hallway and he asked what my plans were. And I said that Roxy and I had applied with Division of Overseas Ministries, but we hadn't heard anything we'd sent a thing off about a month ago. And he just went, And about 3 or 4 days later, we got a call from DOM saying they'd seen our application and could be coming for an interview or something. And then like in February or March, when we were there for an interview, the head of personnel goes, "Now, how do you know Kenneth Teagarden?" see from Brite is the support, the backdrop, the ability to do it. When we graduated 25 years ago, it was in August that we went to Lesotho. Our first daughter was born in July, and then we went with her 5, 6 weeks old to Lesotho, and I was assigned a parish with 13 congregations. And somehow that wasn't quite as prepared for that. But it was also knowing that those friendships that we've kept up through the years, and knowing that you have a base and a support